Yeah, at the track time now, covering the sport of kings. Coming up, dominant performances from top 3-year-olds in Jamaica, the fillies in the Portmore, and the Colts and Geldings in the Kingston at Caymanas Park, where there's been a milestone achievement for 6-time champion jockey Omar Walker. The Caribbean racing industry loses a Jamaican giant of the sport, plus a review of the stunning 148th Kentucky Derby at Churchill Downs, our opening story from Jamaica.
What a great looker this filly is. The undefeated 5-horse Atomica, the favourite for the Portmore Graded Stakes event. Informed Dane Dawkins in the saddle for trainer Gary Sabrati, going 7.5 furlongs. There's the 9-horse field and the betting. Number 2 Nefertari at 5-1, Atomica in the 5 box at 1-2, and number 8 Golden Wattle, last year's champion 2-year-old, the 5-2 second favourite. These three dominating at the betting windows. The speedy number 4 Princess Shooting Star, the next best fancied at 7-1. Let's get that race call now from Bran Rickman, picking them up down the backstretch.
Princess Shooting Star battling for that lead as they charge away to the half mile. Atomica right on the outside. Silent Mission races ahead of Nefertari in the red sleeves. Rapunzel is there as they spin into that turn. Our Angel races just in front of a Golden Wattle, now asked to pick up the tempo. Sunset Silhouette toward the back of the field, and last of all it's Fly Messenger Fly, but they're gunning it up front. They leave the 3 and make their way toward the 5/16th, and the big filly Atomica has slipped away from Princess Shooting Star, working hard. Nefertari asked to close up on the outside. Silent Mission is down against the rail. Golden Wattle comes into the lane on the extreme outside, but can they catch the nuclear powered Atomica? Inside now, the final 3/16th. It is Atomica showing her class and powering away. A furlong to run. Atomica looks to be too good for these. Nefertari in the center. Our Angel just wide of that one. Golden Wattle running no race at all, but Atomica is streaking away for victory in the Portmore. Atomica, watch that one in the Derby.
Coming to the 4, I see Princess Shooting Star inside. It wasn't no threat. I was wondering who was coming behind. Reach at the 2 furlong. I see no one saying coming, so I asked her to run and she responded.
6 wins on the weekend for Dawkins. Atomica awesome in a massive 12 1/4 length victory. 6-1 to 1 outsider. Our Angel closest at the finish of the 7.5 furlong Portmore trip, covered in a stakes record time of 1 minute 32 3/5 of a second for owner Don Webbe's Oak Ridge Farms and trainer Gary Sabrati.
I'm pleased. The pressure is on us now for the Guineas, the 1,000 Guineas, but what I saw today is going to be very difficult to beat her.
She quickened away and she looked like she was in a different class.
After Atomica's win Saturday, that raised her stocks as the island's best 3-year-old. The Colts and Geldings had their chance to respond as the road to the Triple Crown Series continued Sunday with the Kingston. The Prince Consort Stakes winner, Emperor of the Cats at 11-1 odds, taking control, heading for the home stretch.
And it's Emperor of the Cats now asked to get away from them, and Emperor of the Cats begins to open up 3 lengths. KP Choice, there goes No More Deals rushing down. Blue Vinyl begins his run. Brinks is also picking his way closer all the while. Power making headway as they make their way inside the final 5/16th, about to come into the lane in the Kingston. They're into it now, and Emperor of the Cats has to be caught. It's Emperor of the Cats with the lead. Blue Vinyl and Perfect Brew over against the rail. No More Deals is just in behind him. Brinks and Power making their runs widest of them all, but Blue Vinyl has now taken charge with a furlong to run. It is Blue Vinyl beginning to open up inside the final 16th. Blue Vinyl and Radish Roman have a 3-length advantage over Perfect Brew. Supreme Song running on for a minor share. Blue Vinyl wins the Kingston.
The M&M Racing Stables Blue Vinyl winning the Kingston with authority by 3 1/4 lengths as a 4-1 bet, topping Perfect Brew and Supreme Song, clocking a 1/5 of a second slower than Atomica, 1:32 4/5 under Jockey Radish Roman for trainer Tyrone Wacky Lynch.
He have the potential to do things, so all I have to do is try to keep him in the frame of mind, and we get what we want from him.
Well, I'm pretty confident coming into the race, and as I tell you, I just listen to the trainer. He said pick a good position, sit down, and try my best not to get any stop.
Meanwhile, no rider in Jamaica's racing history has more championship titles than Omar Walker, and the 6-time leading rider at Caymanas Park joined the 1200 Winners Club this past weekend aboard Saturday's 9th race winner, Pretty Girl. He was an easy winner by 5 lengths. Now 39 years old, Walker won his first jockey's title as a 24-year-old in 2007 and would be champion 4 years in a row then up until 2010 before adding all the titles in 2016 and 2017. Walker joins a list of only 6 riders with 1,200 winners or more at Caymanas Park. Of course, for his career, you can add the 26 wins he scored when he rode at Canada's Assiniboia Downs back in 2014. Walker now 1,200 Caymanas Park wins in this list of jockeys with 1,000 plus winners, headed by the retired Winston Griffiths at 1,664. Number 4 Charles Sussy and number 8 Amelia Rodriguez also retired. Trevor Simpson is number 2 behind Griffiths, Shane Ellis 3rd and Dane Nelson 5th.
Before leaving Caribbean racing, that story now about losing a giant. Waking up to news Wednesday morning that Chris Amon had passed at age 67 was very, very hard to digest. A hero of mine in my teenage years, he was by far the biggest inspiration I had to becoming a sports commentator.
And widest of all, here comes my apology running on with Winston Griffiths, but it is Thornberg.
From his spectacular entry to the scene publicly as a commentator, a world-class race caller, it was obvious that Chris Amon was in a field he was born for.
And my apology to Lance Derby.
After all, his dad and granddad were racing administrators in early years of Jamaican horse racing. Transitioning to racing administration, his impact was perhaps even greater. Creative and innovative at Jamaica's Caymanas Park and guiding for several years racing in Trinidad and Tobago and Barbados. A colossal regional figure who served also as president of the West Indies Thoroughbred Racing Association. Spontaneous tributes flowing since Amon's passing, including the Jamaica Racing Commission's chairman Clovis Metcalf, whose words crisply embodied Amon's work as a pioneer, one of racing's most innovative sons, and one who will forever be remembered for his deep and passionate love of horse racing.
I always greeted him by saying, "The great Chris Amon," and he would always respond, "Just Chris, Lance, just Chris." To Churchill Downs now, and that astonishing Kentucky Derby finish on Saturday that no one expected. Forget the owner Rick Swan's comments post-race about being confident going in.
Here's a home stretch with the favourites Epicenter and Zandon surging forward to take control until the 8-1 shot Rit Strike delivered his winning challenge on the inside.
Epicenter has taken the lead as they arrive into the final furlong. Zandon is coming after him. Epicenter and Zandon, these two, stride for stride. Simplification down the outside is next. They're coming down to the wire. Epicenter, Zandon, Rit Strike is coming up on the inside. Oh my goodness, the longest shot has won the Kentucky Derby. Red Strike has done it.
Barbadian Safed Joseph's entry White Abario at 15-1 could only manage 16th place in the finish. The second longest shot winner in Kentucky Derby history, Rit Strike at 80-1 with Sonny Leon riding for trainer Eric Reed, clocking 2:02.61 for the 10 furlong trip.
This has been At the Track, covering top stories and exciting races in the sport of kings. Check us out again next week.